Okay, grade 11s. This is page 76 from the JPEGD workbook. It's a solid geometry question. So we are given the front view and the auxiliary view of a right cone, and we're also given a cutting plane AA and the starting point. The starting point is on the answer sheet, and then the cutting plane obviously is on the drawing there. So we are given the front view and the auxiliary view. Which one is the front view? The front view is this one, and we are given the cutting plane there, AA. So this view is our auxiliary view, right? So obviously we were told that this is a cone. So obviously the base there, it's a circle, right? And then we have the apex there, it's a point up there. Okay, so instructions: draw to a scale 1:1. So we have to draw the given front view, the right view, the sectional left view, and a view showing the true shape of the cut surface as seen in the direction of arrow Z. So where is arrow Z? Arrow Z is there. That means we'll be looking at this cutting plane from this direction as indicated by arrow Z, right? So obviously they said a view, not just a true shape, but the view. That means that view must have the true shape as well of the cut surface, right? But I'll show you how to construct that view. So now before I proceed, let me just check here. We have to show all necessary construction and no hidden detail is required. Okay, perfect. So now I can just start with my drawing. So I'll start by drawing the given front view there. So where is the front view? The front view is right here. But obviously before I draw the front view there, I have to draw the auxiliary view. And we are given that the diameter of the circle is 48. That means I'll have to divide that by 2, right? And the answer is 24. So that means I'll measure 24 on my compass to draw the circle. So I have the starting point O there, and I just added the center lines there using my 30 by 60. So obviously this center line is at an angle of 30, and this one is at an angle of 60. So I use my 30 by 60 because we are given this angle here. This cone is tilted at an angle of 30, so that means this center line is tilted at an angle of 30. I hope that makes sense. So obviously we have to draw the center lines first, and then we can draw the circle. So now I'll just take my compass, and then I'll just measure 24 there, half of 48. So 24 is just there. Then I'll have to draw the circle. So I'll put my compass at that point and draw a circle, just like that, right? Okay, so now I have my circle. So because I have my circle, what I have to do now, I have to divide the circle into 12 equal parts. So I will just use my compass. So obviously my compass must be on the point 24. So I must make sure that the compass is 24 there. So obviously I'll put my compass on this 4 points, 1, 2, 3, and 4, to just divide the circle into 12 parts. So I'll start with this point. I'll just draw an arc there, and then arc down there. Then I move my compass to the next point there, right? Mark there, right? Then move my compass to this point. I'll have to mark up there and mark just down here. Then I move my compass to this point as well, mark up there, mark down here. So as you can see, I've just put my compass on the center lines there, right, to make this arcs. So obviously that means I have points there around the circle. So these are the points that I was looking for. So from these points, I'll just draw lines across the center point there. So obviously from this point, I'll have a line straight to that point up there, but that line must cross the center point there, right? Do the same thing with this point here. You can draw a line across the center point there, right? Then this side as well, from that point across the center point, draw a line there as well. Okay, so now my circle is divided into 12 equal parts. So now I can just label my my circle or the points. So this point will be point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 0 there. Okay, so it's up to you. You can label from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 12. So yeah, I have 0 there, 1 up to 12, right? So from there I can just project all the points down to this section so that I can just draw my front view. So before that I can just add my XY line. Let me just draw a line there, and I will just measure 10 millimeters there, just like that. Then I can just draw my XY line there. So this is my XY, okay. Then now I can just project all the points down. So start with the point there, just like that. Just like that, okay. And then I'll mark off 10 millimeters there. Okay, so obviously this point, it's this point of the front view, right? Okay, so now what's the height of the cone? The height is given, it's 72, so I'll just measure 72 there. So let me just draw a line there first, okay, and then I'll measure 72 from that point going down. 72 is right there. Okay, then I can just draw in that base. So just draw the base there, like that. And then I just draw the cone, because I have the point up there, the apex. So I can just draw it in, just like that. Okay, let me confirm if it's 72. Yes. Okay, so I have the cone there, right? So I have to add the cutting plane as well. So we are given that from the base going up to that point there, it's 17, right? And for this point, we are given that from the base to that point is 79. Not 79, sorry, it's 49, right? So I'll start with the 17. So make sure you measure those points from this line, right? Not on the edge of the cone, but on the line there. So I'll just measure 17 there, like that, and 49 is up there, just like that. Okay, and then from there I just project those points down to the cone. So obviously I'll have the point there, and I'll have a point right there. So make sure you measure those dimensions on this line. So 17 is there, 49 is up there, and then from there you just project them down to the edges of the cone. Okay, so that means I have a point there and a point there. So now I can just add my cutting plane. So just add my cutting plane there. Just like that. So this is cutting plane A. Okay, so I'll have to add the center line as well. Just like that. Okay, so now I'll have to label the points, right? So here I have point O. I'll just use this O. So obviously that point is right here. So this is O, right? And then all the points around the circle, they're on the base, right? So here I have point 1. So this is point 1. Okay, so there I have 2, but obviously here I have 2 points. So obviously there we have 2. It's 2. Oh, it's here. It's not there. Let me just erase that 2 there. Okay. So we have 2 points, right? So point 2 is just there, sharing a point with 0 and 12. 0 and 12. Okay, then here on this point we have 3 and 11. 3 and 11. Then here we have 4 and 10. So it's 4 and 10. Then there we have 5 and 9. So it's 5 and 9. Then here we have 6 and 8. So it's 6 and 8. Then we have 7 there. So we have 7 there. Okay, perfect. And then from those points, from the base, we have to project them up to point O there. Light construction, because this is a cone. So we just project those points to point O. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, so when it comes to labeling the points on a circle, you must always start with point 0 to 12, right? Make sure you start with 0 all the way to 12, right? Okay, but still it's fine. I have 0 and 12 there sharing a point, but here I was supposed to start with 0, but it's fine. So we can proceed now because we are done with the front view. We can mark off that view there. So now I have to draw the right view. Okay, so our right view will be on our left hand side. So our right view will be this side. So I have to project all the points from the front view to this direction, right? Okay, so I'll just start with this point there. Then I have to project all the points from the base there, like that. Point 6 and 8 there. 5 and 9. 4 and 10. 3 and 11. 2, 0 and 12. And point 1 there. Okay. So now because I have the XY line here, so I can't just add my XY line here, the vertical one. I'll just add it somewhere there. So I can just add my XY line there. Okay, so this will be our X1, Y1. Okay, so now because I've projected all the points to this section, so now I have to measure the points from the auxiliary view so that I can just come up with the right view. But now we are looking at this cone from this direction, from our right hand side looking at this cone. So if you're looking from this direction, that means I'll see the base, the complete base of the cone, right? The bottom base, it's a circle, remember. Obviously I'll see the triangle shape of the cone, and then yeah, that's it, because they said we must draw a right view, not a sectional right view. So we'll just ignore the cutting plane for now. Okay, so now I'll have to start with point 0 there. So I'll have to take that point 0 there, right? 0 and 12. So I'll use that line. Where is that line? It's here. So I'll have to mark that point there. So I have a point there. So this is point 0, 2, or 12. Right, okay. Oh no, it's just point 0 and 12, not 2. Sorry about that. It's not 2, it's 0 and 12. Here it's this point, right? It's 0 and 12. So it's only 0 and 12. Okay, just like that. Then now I move to point 1, right? Point 1 is there. So where's 1 from the front view? 1 is there. So that means it's this line. So mark there. So this is point 1. So we just take the measurements from the auxiliary view. Obviously we put our compass on the XY line to measure the distance, and to mark this side we have to put our compass on the XY line as well to mark the point. So we have point 1 there, right? Then I move to point 2. Point 2 is up there. I have to take that distance. Okay, point 2 is here on that line. Mark there, point. So this is 2. Point 3. Point 3 is up there. Okay, 3 is on this line. That means I have to mark that point on this line. So we have point 3 there, and point 4. Okay, point 4 is there. I'll use this line to mark the point 4. So point 4 is just there. Okay, 5. So 5 obviously is there. I'll use this line. So this is point 5. Move to point 6. Point 6 is there. So I'll use this line to mark the point. So this is our point 6, and 7 is there. Where is 7? 7 is on that line. I'll mark there. This is point 7. Okay, then 8. 8 is there. I'll use this line. So this is 8. 9. 9 is there. Mark there. 9. And 10. 10 is there. So this will be our 10. 11. 11 is there. I'll use this line to mark a point there. So this is point 11. So back to 12, right? Okay, so it's from 0 to 12, right? Okay, so now I have the base of the cone. So obviously here, as you can see, it's like it's an ellipse or an oval, so that means I'll just draw in that shape using outline. Why? Because looking from this direction, I'll see the base, right? I'll see the complete shape, which is a circle, right? So I'll just draw that in. And then now I'm left with point O. Where is point O there? So I have to mark or measure the distance from the XY line to point O there. So point O is there. I'll use that line to mark there. So point O is there. So I can just label the point O. Then can just project all the points to O. All the points must go to that point, which is O. Okay, so now for me to draw this, I'll use my French curve there. So I'll just draw a neat curve there. You take my marker there. You can even use freehand, it's fine, but make sure it's neat and curvy. So I'll just use this French curve. Let me put it there from point O around there. So a neat curvy base there, just like that. And then now I'll just draw in those two lines. So just complete my view there. Just like that. So this is our right view. So this is complete. So I can just mark off that view there. Right view. So now we have to draw the sectional left view. Obviously now we have to add the cut surface. So now we're looking at this cone from this direction, right? Okay, so if you are looking from this direction, that means obviously we have to cut the cone there. So for us to see the cut surface here, we have to remove a portion. So that portion that we'll have to remove is the bottom portion. It's the lower portion, right? So obviously that means we'll cut off this, including the base there. That means we'll only have the top portion there, the upper portion. And then now for me to draw this, to draw the sectional left view, I have to project all the points to my right hand side, including the points of the cutting plane. So I'll just take my pencil there, project all the points to my right hand side. So project all the points, the base there. I have to project all the points just like that. Just like that. Okay, so obviously I have to draw that view in light construction first, the left view in light construction, and then I can just start by constructing the cut surface. So now I'll just add my XY line first. So mark off 10 millimeters there, then add the XY line. So this is X2, Y2.